Welcome to Roar Vacation Bible School 2019. This is Hillary, and I will be directing you on a safari adventure, providing you with the tools you need to make this VBS the best it can be. It is great to have each one of you on our VBS staff team this year. Our goal is to prepare you for an unforgettable week and provide you with the Roar fun facts you need to help kids see how God is good through all of life's circumstances. We will also provide helpful hints and reminders to make sure your safari adventure is going smoothly. At Roar, we want to give kids a solid foundation for their lives, built on Bible truths that will help them understand how they can be confident in knowing that even though life changes or is unfair, scary, sad, or good, God is good through it all. Each day at Roar, kids will discover one important truth about Jesus. We call this the Bible point. Station leaders, you'll say the Bible point many times each day. After kids say or hear the Bible point in their stations or from the stage, they will punch a fist up in the air and shout, "God is good." Let's try it. On day 1, kids learn that when life is unfair, God is good. On day 2, kids will learn when life is scary, God is good. Day 3, kids learn when life changes, God is good. On day 4, when life is sad, God is good. And then on day 5, kids discover that when life is good, God is good. Please note we do a few things differently than the typical group VBS series. Kids are paired with same-age peers to help continue to foster friendships over the summer. Kids will not take home Bible buddies. We have found we're able to communicate truth without extra add-ons that typically don't even make it out of the classroom. Preschool Cinema and Play will watch the Kid Vid Cinema video of the day and then head out to the playground to have fun and build relationships. Elementary kids will get ice pops at the close of Stampeded Sports, and preschoolers during cinema and playground. At Roar VBS, kids will travel to stations and have discussion times in their crews, which are small groups of 5 or more kids. That's you, crew leaders. Crews are a great way for kids to build and nurture friendships as they learn. Another way to get everyone involved is through crew roles. Each day when kids come to VBS, they'll choose one of 5 jobs in the crew. Kids can choose to be the guide, who leads the crew to the next destination and chooses fun action ideas for traveling from station to station, such as crawling, hopping, or rowing. The kit carrier, who distributes and collects supplies and helps carry the crew's bag. The prayer person, who leads or opens prayer times. The schedule supervisor, who helps monitor the daily schedule and lets the crew know what's coming next. And all kids can participate as a thank youer, who says thanks to each station leader and hopefully their crew leader. Kids can always double up as needed to give all kids a chance to participate. Here's a look at the schedule for preschool kids and their leaders. Feel free to pause the video here if you need to spend more time reviewing this schedule. Then take a look at the schedule for elementary kids and their leaders. Again, feel free to pause if you find that helpful. Here are some tips in working with all ages. There are designated leaders assigned to take pictures. You may take your own pictures, but no pictures are to appear on social media sites. Cell phones should only be out in the case of an emergency. Please leave all cell phones out of sight of kids unless there is a need. Please keep your attention on kids at all times to assure safety. It also sends the message to kids that they are worth your time when your attention is solely focused on them. Kids should also walk on their own 2 feet. Please don't carry any kids unless there is a need or emergency. First aid kits will be placed upstairs at the front lobby desk and downstairs in the KidMin office. Crew leaders, please plan to arrive each morning between 8:30 and 8:45. Station leaders, plan to be in place and ready to go no later than 9:15 each morning. Station leaders, please allow enough time for prep and setup before the first crew arrives at your station at 9:20. Here are the maps for preschool and elementary rotations. Now let's take a look at our Bible buddies as we are reminded of some helpful hints. This is our day 1 Bible memory buddy, Mac. Mac is a rhino, and rhinos have been targeted in unfair hunting for the unique horns on their noses. Mac and other rhinos remind us that when life is unfair, God is good. Mac wants to remind you to be a part of the hopeful VBS environment. Station leaders, the activities provided in your manuals have been tested and kid approved. So unless we've given you alternative directions, be sure to follow them closely so that the day's message comes together clearly for kids. Crew leaders, you need to listen to the station leaders and follow their instructions. Kids will be looking to you for instructions, so you want to make sure that you are attentive and have heard the instructions from the stage and from your station leaders. You can set a good example by listening to instructions. At VBS, you'll have highly competitive kids and kids who hate competing, athletic kids and sedentary kids, kids who are used to winning and kids who have never once crossed the finish line first. That means you'll have to help your kids break the competition habit, whether it's games, singing, mission offerings, or getting somewhere first. Your goal is for kids to work together and not against each other. We are for each other. Crew leaders should be on time and be sure everyone signs in and out each day. Kids arrive early, and you can help set the tone for the day by being in place and ready to greet each kid with a smile. Crew leaders also continually count your kids all the time and don't lose any. Crew leaders, please pay attention to allergy alerts as noted on a kid's name tag. Snack leaders do a great job prepping for allergies, but make sure you are alert in snack and craft rooms to see what supplies are being used. Station leaders, be sure to stick to the schedule to keep the flow going and to make the most of your time together. Our Day 2 Bible memory buddy, Hooper, is a hoopoe bird. Hoopos like Hooper have feathers on their head that stick up and out, almost like they've just had a big scare. Hooper is a lighthearted reminder that when life is scary, God is good. Hooper can also remind you to face your fears and step outside of your comfort zone for the kids in your crew and help VBS be a warm, comforting place to learn about God. That means you need to participate right along with the kids and show them they are worth your time and energy and why you showed up this week. Your wholehearted participation in every activity will say so much to the kids who attend our VBS. Look for ways to engage kids who are shy and quiet, or ways to help kids share the attention if they are loud or tend to dominate the group. Marge is a strong Cape buffalo and our Day 3 Bible memory buddy. Cape buffaloes are known for being fierce and strong, but even Cape buffaloes can have a hard time enduring big changes on their own strength. Marge is a great reminder that when life changes, God is good. At Roar, kids learn to look for and identify evidence of God and His power in action. We call that a God sighting. When you share your own God sightings, kids will develop the skill by watching you and hearing all the ways God is at work all around them. On day 1, kids will receive a Watch for God wristband and will hopefully wear it all week as a reminder to watch for God. They will then get to share their God sightings at Sing and Play Roar each morning. Imagine how a child's life will be different when he or she makes it a habit to acknowledge God's presence and power in everyday life. Preschool crew leaders, be sure to take time to talk about God sightings too. Even little ones can see God in action. Here is Zion, our Day 4 Bible memory buddy, the iconic African lion who puts the roar in roar. Lions like Zion live a wild life in the savannah, sometimes enduring sad circumstances. Zion can provide a good reminder that when life is sad, God is good. Zion will remind you to share God's love with each kid that you engage with. This may be the only encounter kids have with Jesus, and we want to make sure we are being the hands and feet of Christ to all kids. Kids are coming to us from different places and spaces, and the one thing we want to make sure they leave with is that they are loved by God and by us. This is Savannah, the Day 5 Bible memory buddy. She's a one-of-a-kind animal, a giraffe with a serious height advantage. Savannah's tip-top outlook reminds us of good times in life when we feel on top of the world. When life is good, God is good. Crew leaders, take your crew connections to giraffe-level heights and be present with your crews when it's time to circle up for discussions. We want kids to engage and know the truth this week at VBS. You might be tempted to let crew members lean against a wall or lie around during discussion times. After all, you and the kids are going to get tired. The best way to keep kids engaged is to circle up so that all can see you and you can see each kid. Operation Kid to Kid mission project this week is the Mountain Mission School. Here are a few final reminders. Stage leaders and station leaders will be using attention getters, a gazelle cowbell, to help refocus attention. When you hear this sound, encourage your kids to freeze and listen for instructions to be given. We love our VBS volunteers and want to say thank you by feeding you. On Wednesday morning, we will have breakfast for you at 8:30 in the conference room upstairs. On Friday, at the close of VBS, we will have a pizza lunch for you following cleanup. Please confirm that you have completed this VBS training by sending Kim an email that says, "I survived the safari," no later than June the 17th. And if you have any questions that weren't answered, please contact Kim at the email provided. Thank you for serving the kingdom at Roar this year.